All hail their most imperial majesty, founder of the manifold fleets, overlord of Vulcan, dominus of Kronos, Rex Andor, Predator Mantica, shatterer of the Dominion, Oblador Breen, Gulodurus, taker of the sacred chalice of Reeks, Emperor Bilbonius, Ignovous, Hyper
Just skip to the end.
Winters.
Greetings, loyal subjects, and welcome to the Priority One Empire livestream, invading your pathetic little reality, live via Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch on March 9th, 2024. I am Emperor Winters, and tonight we are holding our court at our future conquest, Kobali Prime Instance Number 2. Attending upon us tonight is General Nova and Lord Regent Phil. Hello, guys. Welcome to, I think this is your first show for Mirror Month this year. Is that right?
It is mine,
Yes.
my Emperor.
Excellent. Yeah, this is my first show for Mirror Month as well. Phil, how have you been? Anything wild or exciting going on with you at all?
Oh, nothing too crazy. We were chatting before the show started about my adventures at our most recent con, which I'm sure we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
But no, doing well.
Good stuff. How about you, Nova? Anything wild or exciting going on with you?
Oh, I just hope that I could stay awake for the rest of the show because I had to get up extra early for work today.
Oh,
Yes.
I know what that's like. I won't go into details because I don't want to gross anybody out, but I have had an awful week. An absolutely incredibly terrible week. I have a bad abscess on a tooth, like in the root. It's not like on the gum or anything. It's actually down in the jaw, and it looks like I have stewie growing out the side of my face, like it's just ballooned up. And I went to the doctor, got medication, started taking the medication, wasn't doing anything at all. Was in dire straits all week, and went back to the doctor again Friday, and I was like, look, this ain't working, we need to, pull out the big guns, and basically change the medication, up the dosage, got a rake of anti-inflammatories and a load of pills and stuff. But I was actually going to cancel the show tonight because I was that bad this morning. I didn't think I was going to be able to do the show.
I think Lance wants proof. He's saying cameras on.
What about, did you have to remove the tooth, or?
I just have to get some dental work on it. But
okay.
So, long story short, basically the tooth is cracked, and it's going all the way down to the gum into the root. So I'm assuming I have to get work done on it, but I'm assuming I just need a filling. But I suppose there's a chance I have to get it out.
You might not. I just had, not as severe as you did, but I just had an abscess cleaned up myself. They did a root canal. They drilled down, cleaned it out, put some medicine in there, filled it in, and it was done.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully whatever they do is quick, easy, and you'll feel better.
Yeah.
Painless.
Well, I'm a lot better now. I'm a lot better. The meds are fine. I've stopped taking the pain medication because there is no pain or anything like that, so I'm a lot better. But this morning, I was like, because all week I was like, oh my god, I hope this is better by Saturday. And this morning I was like, oh my god, I can't, there's no way I can do the show in my condition. And by this afternoon then, it started getting better. I was like, yeah, okay, I need to get a few hours sleep, because I haven't been sleeping all week. I haven't been able to. Lying down on the bed and twisting and turning, and even just lifting my head or turning my head when I, like lying down, if I lifted the weight of my head, like that'd be sore, But it was really, really horrible. And nobody should have to go through what I just went through last week, or this week, I should say.
Lance wants to go all archaic on your tooth.
Oh, really?
Yes. Look, I can get on a plane with a hammer and chisel and help you out. Maybe I'll buy tools when I get there. They might not might not like it on the plane.
Yeah, we can do that.
So,
But believe me, I wouldn't have said no to it earlier in the week. I would have done anything to.
or or you could have always gone ahead, taken the show live, and just sit back and relax, and Phil and I could have handled it.
That could have worked.
Phil and Nova show.
Yeah, Phil and Nova show.
Well, Nova and Phil show. Make it alphabetical.
But yeah, so I didn't think I was going to be doing the show tonight, and I thought I was going to cancel it, but thankfully, I feel a lot better. Like it's not gone. I'm going to keep on taking the antibiotics, and hopefully I should be a lot better by next week. But here we are, we're doing the show. Welcome everyone who's joining us in chat. There's a lot of chat going on here. Let's see who we got. We got Spud, Vice Admiral Spud, Philly Dilly, Abadawan Raham. I am so sorry for butchering your name, dude. Teacher Guy, we got Dwayne, we got Nova, we got John Beard, we got Lord Ford, we got Matt Black, we got Miku. Excuse me. We got Merlin, we got Lance. Let's see who else. We got Baron Von Zolo. We got Making Money with Jimmy. Love the name. We got Ken. General Joe. Captain Witt. Welcome to the show, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the show. Hopefully you all are enjoying Mirror Month. It is Mirror Month in the Priority 1 Empire. So that is currently going on. We'll be talking more about that later on in the show. But now, Phil, we charge you to tell our subjects what awaits them in tonight's show, please.
Of course, my Emperor. Well, during the Imperial audience, we'll review events from the Lesser Species from Star Trek Online. So if you're not in attendance at Kobali Prime Instance Number 2, run if you want. You can't hide forever. We'll also celebrate the Priority 1 Empire's latest conquests and recognize its loyal subjects' recent action reports. When Their Majesty grows tired of not killing hordes of lesser species, as is their right, we will invade Kobali Prime for our weekly conquest to hunt for dilithium, marks, and most importantly, the glory of the Empire.
Long live the Empire.
Long live the Empire. Your character needs to be level 51 to join.
Before all that, though, is our first giveaway of the show, guys. So for your chance to win a TR-116B sniper rifle, what we would like you to do is type in the word long into the chat now. It doesn't matter if you're watching on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. Type in the word long into the chat, and that will enter you in with a chance of winning a TR-116B sniper rifle. I'm sure you all can probably guess what the other keywords are going to be tonight, given that the first one is long. And it's not that's not intended as a euphemism, the word long. Anyway, best of luck, everyone.
You may request an audience with one of our leaders by joining the Priority 1 chat channel in-game. Simply type /channel_join space Priority 1, that's all one word, into the in-game chat box, and then hit the enter key.
Oh, is that me?
Yes, our merch store is back, Emperor.
My God,
the
sorry.
merch store has returned.
It's not usually me. So yeah, our merch store is back. You can check it out on all our Armada themed goodies, from t-shirts to towels, cups to caps, and even pillows can be yours if you follow the link on our website or Twitch page for the Empire.
I almost bought a pillow. I almost did. If bloodshed, conquest, and utter long live the merch. That's right, Jimmy. Long live the merch. If bloodshed, conquest, and utter subjugation of the galaxy sounds like your cup of Earl Grey, then swear fealty to the Priority 1 Empire today at PriorityOneArmada.com. We have Terran and subjugated fleets on all platforms. Well, no, actually on Xbox and PC. You are either with us or beneath us, like those losers on PlayStation. I'm kidding, everyone's great.
So, here's a question for everyone. All right, you just said there, if that sounds like your cup of Earl Grey, would Mirror Picard drink Earl Grey, or would he be more something like, you know,
He probably drink. It
Scotch?
it'd probably be like black coffee.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Earl Grey, would it?
No, because it would be like because like the Scotch is like because the Scotch is jumping a liquor, but like it's usually like something on the other end. I would say like a similar yet different thing.
I can't imagine Mirror Picard going, "I'll have a cup of Earl Grey, please." You
That's
know.
fair.
Anyway, enough of this mercantile nattering. We have a great deal of news to cover this week. So Nova, what do you have to report on the Double XP week, please?
Stowe is doubling its efforts to give captains the necessary experience to deal with the threats of the galaxy. From March 7th to 14th on PC, players will be able to enjoy twice the experience. During this event, content that provides skill points and expertise will reward 100% bonus, and this bonus applies to all content that rewards skill points and expertise.
All right, so we'll start off with you, Phil. I'm trying to think. You do have ults. You're not a one character guy. So, do you have any characters that you're working on, either leveling them or maybe earning specialization points, and you're taking advantage of this, or are you giving it a miss?
No, I probably a miss, and actually, you know, the character that you see next to you now is my main character. The rest of them, the only alts I have are only for our different theme nights here in the Armada.
Ah, right, okay.
So no, not particularly nothing. Although you know the specialization point leveling is actually really clever, really good idea. Because I think the Gamma recruit has one of those things as their
It does,
as their
and so
objectives.
does KDF recruit.
So to answer your question, maybe.
Yeah. Nova, how about you? Have you got any characters? I know you have a lot of characters. Is there any of them that
Yes.
you're working on, or are you working on specialization points or leveling, or what are you doing?
I do have characters that aren't capped that I'm in no rush necessarily with getting them capped.
Mm-hmm.
So what I can get out of it, I get out of it, I suppose. But I'm not going to be trying to force push anything to get points or to level up anybody.
I see. What have I been working on? I am going to be leveling up some new tunes. I have one done already. So hopefully I can get another 2 or 3 done before the end of the Double XP week. That'd be great. So I'm trying to take advantage of it. Now, on the build up to this XP event, I was planning on doing like at least a character a day. And then I got sick and my plans went out the window. It was like, yeah, you ain't doing that because you're in so much pain. So that didn't happen. And so far I've only got one done, which I actually done this afternoon or this evening actually. Anyway, let's move on to item number 2. Phil, tell us about Tholian Trouble, please.
Yes, sir. And by the way, before a quick note, I don't know if it's still incorrect on the blog, but the blog had the old reward as the reward at the beginning of this copy.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I changed. Yes, it was the web spinner from last year or whatever it was. The one that holds enemies and you do more damage to them. This one's different. This one's new. Anyway, Tholian Trouble. While major powers struggle for stability in the midst of the latest crisis, the Tholian web extends unseen above their prey. They make no distinctions between the Romulan Republic and the Tal Shiar. They are advanced, enigmatic, and patient. and they've chosen this moment of galactic distraction to strike. Beginning on March 13th on PC, just a few days, the Tholians imprison a significant portion of the Romulan flotilla in the Azure Nebula while they attempt to ensnare and abscond with a formidable vault. How many ships can the Alliance spare to deal with this machination? Will it be enough? Spoilers, yes, it will be. Don't worry. For 3 weeks, Star Trek Online will be running a special event in Star Trek Online called Tholian Trouble. This event will include multiple TFOs previously featured individually in a combined feature event that will allow players to choose their preferred trial each day, while earning daily progress towards a new grand prize reward. Play Azure Nebula Rescue to pluck captured Romulan ships out of Tholian webs in a murky nebula, or select Vault Ensnare to prevent them from sealing away a massive fortress full of priceless research. Star Trek Online has made several updates to polish these two TFOs, as you know, in order to make the experience better. And participating in the event will allow all players to win the Universal Kit Module Tholian Technology Suite. So first, the Azure Nebula Rescue. As you are rescuing Romulan ships from the Tholian web bases, you'll now be assisted by the IRW Laval, the flagship of the Romulan Republic, but be careful, because during the fighting, more Tholian reinforcements will show up to hunt you down. In addition, we've streamlined the optional objectives so they should be approachable, and instead of rescuing a small number of ships over 2 small periods of time, you now gain bonuses for rescuing some ships early through the event and reaching a higher total overall during the event. They also have STOs also added map markers so that when you use your overhead map, you can see exactly what Romulan ships are being held and where, along with their values. The second TFO is Vault Ensnared, which I honestly think I've only ever done once or twice, maybe ever.
Wow.
I'm thinking it's the. Aren't you in a shuttle for that one?
No.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But anyway, when you arrive to assist the vault, you'll now find that the various Reman ships defending it are ensnared in webs. Fight off the Tholians, destroy the webs, free the Reman ships, and you'll earn bonuses. Plus, if you free all of the ships quickly, you'll automatically advance to the next stage. No more waiting. Once the Tholian Vault Weavers arrive to ensnare the vault, they'll take a tighter formation and travel in groups. This means you'll spend less time flying from one side of the vault to the other and more hunting down Tholian ships. You'll need to be quick about it, though, because if you don't manage to stop the vault from being ensnared, Obisek will trigger a Thaleron cascade that will destroy the webs, but will also do serious damage to your ships. Finally, when you enter the Micronebula to fight the Tholian flagship, you'll see UI elements on the map to show you where to go, and your mission tracker will show you the name of the additional dreadnought. Defeat the flagship and the additional dreadnought quickly for bonus rewards, or focus on just destroying the flagship and its escorts to finish the mission. You'll have to fight them in the Micronebula, though, so remember what you learned from Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. Tactical view will be inoperative, and shields will be useless. Also, be sure to not think two-dimensionally. To go along with these changes, they have STOs also increased the number of marks awarded by both TFOs. So as a reward for this event, campaign number 2, you can get the Universal Kit Module Tholian Technology Suite. This compact Tholian Technology Suite combines both active and passive offensive capabilities. Passively, this kit module automatically replicates a Tholian assault drone upon entering any combat scenario. This combat assist uses Tetrion beams and Testrion cone blasts, to assault your nearby enemies. It will expire when combat is over. If destroyed during combat, there is a brief lockout period before another drone will be automatically called to your side to continue the fight. Also included in this is an adaptation of one of the devastating radiation blasts used by Tholians in their specialized EV suit technology. This powerful bit of weaponry takes a few seconds to charge up, but offers massive energy and environmental damage resistance during this period. Once fully charged, the blast can decimate armies of foes while blasting them backwards. So as we've been saying, this event is part of the event campaign. It's the second one. This feature event is a series of upcoming events that will participate in the latest installment of Star Trek Online's multi-event system known as an event campaign. For 2024, things are different. And when I read this, I was shocked that they were doing this in a good way. You'll need to participate in 6 events in total to earn the grand prize. However, the grand prize is changing. You'll need, instead of having to choose between the Tier 6 Infinity promotional ship of your choice, 2 free Tier 6 Zen Store coupons, or 1,500 Lobby, you're getting all 3. No more difficult choices, just get all the rewards at once. Players can earn 50 event campaign progress for each day they participate. Buying out an eligible event will include up to 700 event campaign progress. Each event's buyout only grants as much event campaign progress as is relative to the amount paid, after prorated discounts are applied. So this means you're paying half price because, let's say you participated in 7 out of the 14 days, you'll get 350. Eventually, essentially you get what you pay for. And then finally, as we mentioned before, complete the entire campaign to unlock the Tier 6 Infinity promotional ship of your choice, 2 free Tier 6 Zen Store coupons, and 1,500 Lobby. And that's it.
Sorry, Phil. I got up and I cooked dinner. I made a coffee. I done some laundry. I done a bunch of things there while you were talking because, oh my god, that was a long block.
They just throw it all out there.
Yep.
Exactly.
Part of me is like who doesn't know this? But there's new players every time, so that's unfair.
For sure, definitely. So Nova, we'll start off with you. Which of the 2 TFOs will you be doing to get your daily progress in part 2 of the event campaign?
That's a good question. I'll probably try both of them at least once to see the differences, but I'm not sure which one I will. I might decide to do one more than the other. I don't really know.
All right.
I'll have to find out.
Phil, how about you? Which one are you going to be doing for your daily progress?
I think the Nebula. So the vault is like, what? Isn't there like a giant? It's like a giant vault in the middle. Like, or am I thinking of something else?
So, what you were saying earlier? Do you remember when you said, is that the one with the shuttle? What you're getting confused between the TFO and the story mission. The story mission puts you into a shuttle, and is called the Vault. This is called the Vault Ensnared, which is the TFO, and you're in ships for that. Basically, it's the same map. It's the very same map for either or. But in the TFO, when you warp in, you decide you're either going to go left or right, and there's a group of ships being attacked by Tholians, and there's 10 of these groups going around the vault in a circle, and the team has to split up and rescue the ships before they're destroyed. And when you do that, then basically you go top, middle, or bottom. Again, the team splits up between the 2, and you're looking for the little Tholian ships that have the tail coming out of them. It's meant to represent them building the Tholian web, which they're trying to build around the station, or the actual vault, the big research station. And you have to destroy them as quickly as possible. The more you destroy and the quicker you do it, the less progress the Tholians make. And basically, if you get to the end and they have like 60% of it built, you've won. But if you play it and they complete 100% of it, well, then you failed that objective.
Wow, no, yeah, I must. Then I don't know if I've ever done it.
Oh wow.
Well, then maybe I'll try it, see if I like it.
Yeah, give it a shot. I mean, I'm going to be doing Azure Nebula Rescue. That's the one I'm going to be doing, because the other one, it can be a disaster doing it as a pug group. If people don't know what they're doing, it can just be a nightmare. So Azure Nebula Rescue is probably what I'm going to go with for that one.
Yeah, and Phil, I love your line there. No more difficult choices. Just get all the rewards for once. Yeah, there's still a choice of which promo ship that you're going to make.
Right, yeah, but I mean, you're still getting 2 other prizes, which is
That is
Absolutely
true.
incredible.
Or which coupons, which ships in the Z store you're going to
Yeah.
get. I still haven't used my prizes from the previous years.
I just, as soon as I get them, I knew because I hone in on what I want to get. So as soon as I complete the campaign, I'm like, boom, 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 get them.
Right, what say we announce the winner of our first giveaway for tonight? You guys okay with that?
Let's do it. Well,
Sure.
you're the emperor.
Right? Shouldn't be asking you at all, just tell you what's
I was gonna
happening.
say like, what are we like? No, no.
No. It was a test, you see, to see if you were going to disagree with your emperor.
Ah.
All right, so the winner of TR-116B sniper rifle is... Oh, God. Karuku42? I am so sorry for butchering that name, dude. I think it's Karuku42. If you could please contact us, send a whisper to the Priority One Twitch channel or a direct message, and let us know what platform you play on and what your in-game @handle is. We will get that prize sent off to you at the end of the show. So well done and congrats again.
Congratulations.
Okay. Let's say we get our second giveaway up and running.
Sure.
Right, so this is for a bonus pool collection pack. And what we would like you guys to do is type in the word live into the Twitch chat now. So long live. Cube was on the ball there. Man, I had just sent the message and he was there with it. So yeah, long live, and God, I wonder what the next one's going to be. Right, Nova, why don't you tell us all about Xbox and PS4 news, please?
The latest update to Star Trek Online, Both Worlds, is coming to console on March 12th. This will be the 14th anniversary update that hit PC several weeks ago, and this includes the King and Collective event offering the 14th anniversary Alliance Rex Pilot Escort, the new TFO Battle of Wolf 359, new episode Scorpion's Abyss. Both of these are playable for the anniversary ship. They'll also add in random elite TFOs and the last generation lockbox based on Picard's Season 3. Also, don't forget about the daily giveaways that are in the Zen store. And for any more information about these items, check out the Stowe website. There's also a screenshot competition going on for Mirror Month, Operation Defiant. We are currently running, so place your Mirror Universe inspired entries on the Discord server in the Xbox competition forum that's under the news section. The prizes that will be available on Xbox for first place are the Liberated Board Command Juggernaut. Second place will be 10 Lockbox keys. And third place will be a Tuffley class freighter.
Awesome. Yeah, so console is basically getting caught up with PC, which is great. And like we said earlier, Mirror Month is currently live now, and there is a screenshot competition going on for the Xbox side of the community. So yeah, be sure to get your entries in, and you can find the channel under the news section in Xbox competitions. Just put in your entry, your screenshot in there, and title it with your in-game @handle, so that we know who to send the prize to when the winners are chosen. Alright, let's move on to item number 4. PC patch notes from March 7th. Resolved an issue with the tailor that caused captains to appear distorted. I know a lot of people were affected with that, or was talking about it at the very least. They resolved an issue with the Organic Nebula, Malicious AI, and Tractor Beam Catapult to address performance issues. Malicious AI has been reworked with the following changes. Malicious AI now strikes players' impulse offline instead of holding players. Malicious AI's impulse offline duration should now be reduced by players' target control expertise. And malicious AI should now be clearable by a wider range of cleanse powers. Yeah, cleanse powers. Resolve an issue that caused some captains to crash when using search field in the traits window. I did not know about that one. Did any of you run across that one?
No, I never heard that one.
Yeah. Well, glad that's fixed. Right, moving on to Armada news. Be sure to tune in this Monday when the Priority 1 Empire takes to the airwaves again with Accolade Hunter, hosted by Admiral James. As usual, TFO Thursday.
Wait a minute. I think James changed Accolade Hunter to Tuesday, not Monday.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I believe that's what Mallory said.
Was that not just a one-time thing?
I don't think so. I think James told Mallory that he was going to be in a play on Mondays.
All right, okay. As usual, Thursday is TFO Thursday. This event is for all Priority 1 Armada members and offers a chance for us to team up and earn marks, XP, and more importantly, dilithium. To check the time of this event, open up the fleet window, click on the events tab, and you will see TFO Thursday displayed in your local time zone. So you can see there, it's at 1 a.m. for me. In-game always shows your local time zone. Every Friday on our YouTube channel, join Sarah and James on the latest episode of Trekking Out the News, where we bring you all the latest Star Trek universe news and headlines. The Priority 1 Deca fleet has filled its Tier 5 upgrade of the communications array, and at the time of this broadcast has approximately 8 days left on its cooldown. Once complete, this will bring the fleet up to level 79 with only 6 upgrades remaining. So well done everyone in Deca, and keep up the great work, and we will get this fleet finished this year, hopefully. The Ferengi Alliance fleet has finished its upgrade of the communications array and is now level 78. With this upgrade now complete, the fleet now has access to elite fleet pets. The fleet is now working on its Tier 5 upgrade for the starbase and is already 78% complete. All that remains to be filled is approximately 1 million dilithium, so keep up the great work, guys, in the Ferengi Alliance fleet. We are getting closer and closer each day, guys. The Romulan Republic fleet and the Klingon High Council fleet are now working towards the Tier 5 starbase and colony world. Congrats to everyone who has been contributing to projects. Keep up the good work as we continue to climb towards Tier 5 colony and starbases. Next up, the Romulan Tal Shiar fleet has a new upgrade online for the research lab. This upgrade has openings for thousands of marks and research lab provisions, so plenty of opportunities to earn fleet credits in the Tal Shiar fleet. If you're interested in joining any of our specialist fleets like the Ferengi Alliance, the Klingon High Council, the Romulan Republic, or the Romulan Tal Shiar, you can submit your application on the Armada website once you reach the fleet rank of Captain in any of our primary fleets. These fleets also offer 25% reduced requirements for all promotions, as well as instant access to fleet stores. Next, don't forget to follow our various social media channels at P1 Armada on TikTok and Twitter. We'd love to boost our Twitter followers, so each month we're giving away 10 lockbox keys, 1 T6X token, and 1 fleet ship module. All you have to do is just follow our Twitter account at P1 Armada, retweet our promotional tweet. Excuse me. Retweet our promotional tweet and or comment on our promotional tweet. And that's all you have to do to enter, and we do that every month on our Twitter account. Now, next up, as many of you know, we have a new initiative that we are doing for our Ferengi fleet, which is one of our specialist fleets. We have 2 types of fleets in the community. We have primary fleets and we have specialist fleets. Well, the Ferengi fleet, we are giving away completely free these coins, these specially designed challenge coins to anybody and everybody who earns the rank of liquidator within the fleet. So if you're interested in joining the Ferengi Alliance and earning one of these coins completely free, we will send it to you anywhere in the world. Won't cost you a dime. And you can display it in your home office or living room or whatever. We've been sending these out, I won't say since the beginning of the year because we had a little bit of an issue with it, but we have been sending these out over the last month or two. If this initiative proves successful and we get the Ferengi fleet up to tier 5 for both the Starbase and the Colony World, which is looking like we are, we will continue this idea for all of our specialist fleets, with each one having its own specially designed unique challenge coin. So this is the Ferengi coin. It's the first one we're doing, and this initiative we hope will continue on forever and a day and is valid for both PC and Xbox. So yeah, if you haven't joined the Ferengi Alliance, why not make a Ferengi and put in your application on the website? And what a lot of us have done is we've turned our Ferengi into our banking tune, where we put all our valuable stuff, you know? Seemed like a good idea. So, yeah. Next up, you will remember last month we announced that we now have a Priority 1 comm badge. Here is some pictures. You can see that this is something that we got made late last year, but we now have our very own Priority 1 comm badges. And these things really are the bomb. The quality is so good. The finish on them is incredible. They're not, flimsy or anything like that. They do have the classic Priority 1 Rays broadcasting out there to one side. And you can get one of these now on our website, if you're a member. You can purchase one of these for $24.99 on our website. Shipping and handling fully included in that price to anywhere in the world. So, yeah, if you're going to any Star Trek events or maybe a convention or something like that, this is definitely an awesome addition or a little novelty piece to bring with you when you go on a convention or a cruise or whatever, or Star Trek event. Like, they're just incredible. They are really, really good. And thank you everyone who's been posting pictures. People have been posting pictures of them going to like Ticonderoga and going to local conventions and Star Trek events and whatnot. So yeah, it's been great. People sharing their pictures of these comm badges, but they are really, really top quality. Really, really top quality. So if you're interested in getting one, you can purchase one for $24.99 on our website now.
They've been a big hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really have.
Yeah. Go Jinx says thank goodness mine hasn't exploded yet, seeing that they're bombs. And Teacher Guy says, I keep hailing with mine, but no one answers. I've been ditched.
The bombs. Is that a reference to something?
That was me saying these are the bomb.
Very good. That's it. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. But I was like, these are the bomb. Cause like, well, I think they really are. Like, because I got comm badges when I went to Vegas. And I have like 2 or 3 different types of comm badges, and they never look like the ones on the TV shows. And these ones, oh my god, look like they could be from one of the shows. Like, they're that good.
The quality is exceptional. It truly is.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that because you're the Emperor. It
Right.
really, they really are well made.
Yeah. Like, it's a strong, sturdy, it's meaty, isn't it?
A lot of heft.
Yeah.
And that is something I would make sure you wear it on a piece of clothing that can handle the weight.
Yeah. What's up next? Oh, yes. So, as we said, Mirror Month is currently happening within the Priority 1 Empire. The Priority 1 Empire has been transitioned into, or pulled into the mirror universe. And every day throughout the entire month, we're giving away free mirror ships to lucky winners throughout the community. But on top of that, we are also running on PC a special Operation Defiant screenshot competition. And what we want from you guys is, or how you enter, is show us your favorite ship, mirror ship, or ground crew on mission. But it has to be mirror themed. Either one. If it's a ship, it has to be a mirror themed ship, or if it's an away mission ground crew, it has to be mirror themed as well. So you can do either space or ground, doesn't matter. But we want to see your favorite, best mirror screenshots. And the prizes that we're giving away. Hang on a second, actually, because I know I'm going to get confused.
This is the same competition that is available for Xbox, right? Just different prices.
It's a separate competition. They work the same way, but it's a separate competition.
Yes,
it's not the same competition. It's a separate competition.
Yes, same idea. Two different competitions.
Yeah. So first place is Mirror Crossfield Science Destroyer Tier 6. Second place is 2 T6 ship coupons. And third place is 1 T6 ship coupon. So 4 ships were given away for this screenshot competition. And you can submit your entry on our Discord server. And if you go to the news channel or the news category, there is a PC competitions channel underneath that. And all you have to do is create a new thread and put in your screenshot and title it with your in-game @ handle, and that's all you have to do. Winners will be picked on the 30th of March, I think, if I remember correctly. So you have about 20 days-ish to get your entries in. So get cracking on them. Okay. Next up, we are so grateful to all our members who make donations to the community. We want to thank you all so much, to everyone who has made a financial contribution via our website. These donations directly support the Priority 1 Armada by paying for things such as website hosting fees, production software for this show, domain name fees, IFTTT services, IFTTT services, restreaming software for this show, everything. And we like to highlight members on the show here at this particular point, but we don't have anyone this week, unfortunately, to give a shout out to. So if you would like to support the Priority 1 Armada, you can make a donation on our website and receive a thank you package based on the amount you donate. You can visit PriorityOneArmada.com to find out more. All right. That wraps up the news. So should we get to cracking? Man, look at all the people that are here.
That's it.
All right, let's get.
You mean should we get to subjugating?
Yeah, the zombie apocalypse. So let's have a look at the map. What's happening here now? How about like we start off at the bottom and we gradually work our way up. You know, we basically go into all the different areas, and we end up finally up at the top, underneath the ship. Does that sound like a plan to you guys?
Sounds good.
Are you saying that we start from the bottom and work our ways to the top? That's awfully poetic of you.
Yeah, I didn't actually click that. But yeah, basically we just go out here and we start off at the bottom, and then we make our way up the hill, and you know, we gradually go through all the different areas. How does that sound? I still have missions to unlock here because I haven't done them all. So.
And how long have you had this character?
Not long.
For duty, sir.
Oh wait, what am I saying? Yeah. I have plenty of characters I haven't done a lot of stuff on.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, that's why I said. What am I saying?
I don't even think I've done these like here or any other of these zones that have quests.
Oh, really?
Certainly not Dyson. No, because it's like I only ever come here if I have the defeat the Vaudouar endeavor. Or I guess during the Delta story arc, whenever we have to come here. But no, I've never done any of the extra missions.
Oh, wow.
Well, let's see if I can re-roll into a Vaudouar endeavor. Oh, nope, I did not.
I didn't
How many
have...
reroll tokens you got?
57? So I can keep going. I can keep going.
You could keep going if you wanted to.
All right, that's all right. All right, Nova, let's roll the dice. Let's do another one.
All right. If you really, really want Vaudouar.
No, I keep getting... The game is telling me to stick to a ground damage one because I just got 3 in a row.
Yeah, well, ground damage is fine. That's
an easy one. That's an easy one. Ooh, perhaps I should check the Winter's Gaming Guide to Endeavors.
What, to find out where to go do your ground damage?
Yeah,
like you don't know.
The Dyson sphere, right?
I was gonna say, I don't think this is the area though where he normally says to go and do it.
Actually, been getting a lot of feedback and messages over the last 2 weeks on my channel.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. A lot of people with really, really positive feedback, like very thankful. Like, oh my god, I wish I knew this earlier. Oh my god, this has made things so much easier. Thank you. That kind of a thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. I mean, that's what the channel's there for.
Yeah, you'd been taking a break from doing anything for a while, so that's.
Well, it wasn't by choice. It wasn't by choice.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get back recording later on this year.
When Engine decides they want to dump all their total model and make everybody redo their websites, yeah. That leads to a bunch of fun.
Lance says best ASMR channel around.
That's true.
I still haven't done that video. I really want to do that video. Do you have trouble getting to sleep at night? Are you at your wit's end? Well, check out Winter's Gaming.
And Lance, did you ever redo that logo that you ended up making one time? He was messing around on Discord and made a logo for your ASMR.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think he said he forgot to save it at the time. I'm wondering if he's redone it at all. Oh wait, no, he says he might have it saved somewhere. Okay, cool.
Oh, Winter's reading Star Trek novels. Oh. That's a good one.
Ew, reading. Sounds too much like hard work.
Reading is fun. I just don't get to do it as often as what I used to.
The one time that I actually got into reading was... well, actually, it wasn't one time, but any time I was deployed when I was in the military, I read a lot of books on mission. Because, like, even if you're, like, when you're not on patrol, even when you are on patrol, you know, like, you might be in the back of an APC or a tank or something, and there's nothing for you to do because you're going somewhere. You know, you're making your way to some location, and it could be 6 hours on the back of a in the back of a tank, or even a chopper. You know, it could be 6 or 8 hours in a chopper flying across the country, and there ain't nothing to do. So you learn to bring a book with you. But yeah, that's the only time I've done a lot of reading.
So I have a probably a stupid question. So then, if you are on patrol and you have the book, like, it was okay to bring with you, like, because wouldn't you need to keep your stuff to a minimum? Does that make sense, or?
Oh, you bring whatever you're willing to carry. Like, if you can survive on a toothpick and a bottle of water, then that's what you bring with you. It's up to each soldier to carry his own gear. So if you want something, there's no problem with it. You're just going to be the one that's going to be carrying it,
Oh, sure.
Yeah. But, yeah, like, if you can just imagine sitting in the back of an APC and you're just looking at these, 10 faces the opposite side. Yeah. And you're like, you're just, there ain't a lot. Music. MP3 players were a big thing as well, actually. MP3 players.
But everybody's taste in music can vary, though, so...
That's what the headphones are for.
Yep.
That is true.
One of the things I would do, to get the guys all sort of revved up and was I would get the MP3 player and like I would pipe the music through the internal PA system in the APC, and it'd be it'd be like Thunderstruck from AC/DC, and everybody like yeah.
Okay, so now we move southeast. Big circle.
I guess it depends on where you are.
True.
Yeah. Might be south, might be north.
The Strength in Shadows. Open mission.
There we go. Yeah, Strength in Shadows. Okay. Can anyone recommend a good, exciting Star Trek book, preferably Next Generation to start? I haven't read any Star Trek books before. Okay, so ZFK. There's it's not necessarily TNG related, but the Captain's Table series is excellent. It's like one book for each captain. Imzadi is, like Fracken says, is pretty much like one of the go-to Next Generation ones. It's about Riker and Troy. Titan is great, Lance, for post Nemesis. There's several Titan books out there in the series.
Taking Wing is the first one, though. It takes place right after Nemesis.
Mission Gamma. There's a 4-book series in Deep Space Nine called Mission Gamma, which is excellent. Where it's essentially about taking the Defiant to explore the Gamma Quadrant. It's super good.
And Q-in-Law is hilarious. I haven't read that in a really long time. I should probably dig that out again sometime.
You know what I'm so sorry this isn't Next Generation, but I really loved the Voyager novels. Even though Voyager is not my favorite book series, the post-Voyager series of novels about Voyager were excellent. They're so good. All those post ones, and of course they screwed it all up at the end. I hate it so much. But
the entire Litverse was, at least all that I read, was a very, very fun read.
Very good.
Yes.
Also, if you can get some of the older audiobooks, that have the sound effects because I love the ones with sound effects. Those are really good. They're all on Audible.
So yeah, I'm not a big book person, unless it's in video format, in which case then I'm a big book person.
Oh, of course. To each their own.
Yeah.
You're not a big book person unless it's in video format.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Visual novels. Oh, yes, Eugenics Wars, great one.
I think he's talking more like stuff that gets made into movies or TV shows.
No,
I do come out with some zingers, hey, Nova?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so I had a question for the crowd.
Oh yeah.
If I may. So for a paper I have to write for school, I have the option of writing about episodes of Star Trek, right? And I wanted to ask you guys and the crowd over in chat, what would you consider? It's about the messages that are portrayed in Star Trek. So we're not talking about action-packed episodes. I mean, like, like episodes that really have some sort of theme or message behind them. I'm thinking like, your drumheads from the Next Generation, or I always think about the Wounded, also from the Next Generation.
Yep.
So I was curious what you guys thought. Like, what are some of your Jimmy agrees with me, the drumhead. Lance with "Let That Be Your Last Battlefield," classic example. Drumhead being about like political paranoia, and "Let That Be Your Last Battlefield," racism. The Wounded is about war and veterans. So I was curious if you guys had any thoughts, or anyone else.
So for me, and I said this one to you already, Duet is an incredibly powerful episode. The Outcast from TNG.
God, so relevant to today too. Wow.
Yep, The Outcast.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm trying to think. Would "In the Pale Moonlight" qualify for what the topic you're talking about?
So that's a great question. I definitely
kind of ends justify the means, morality.
Definitely about that, and about how like manipulating facts to get your way, essentially.
Yeah. I think "In the Pale Moonlight" is probably on the fence. It's "In the Pale Moonlight" is probably my best or favorite Star Trek episode. It's incredible, but it's not impacting the same way like as The Outcast. The Outcast was just incredible. It really makes you think. You might have had some preconceptions or whatever, and that episode just really gets you like, oh, I never thought about it that way. That kind of thing. It really makes you think about the topic. That's being shown and talked about. The Inner Light, that's a powerful episode. That's a good one. I like that one.
A lot of good comments about war on Deep Space Nine in general.
Yeah.
With Ken talking about Nog's story, Lance mentioning It's Only Paper Moon, again, that PTSD. Quite a few of those episodes. Siege of AR 558, maybe like not like PTSD, but like what war does in the moment, or the other one, the one with Jake and Bashir.
Oh yeah,
they're fighting the Klingons. Nor the Battle Too Strong, I think it's called.
Yeah, I know the one you're on about. Yes, great episode.
Unification, yes, reuniting different groups. quick sidebar. Gojinx mentioned Ad Astra per Aspera from Strange New Worlds. Um, Great choice, but what I told my wife about this because she doesn't have a lot of Star Trek knowledge, is that while it's a great episode and like what they're trying to do, like how the enhanced people like are basically getting shafted by the system. It's like, and I knew what they were trying to do with like like modern political commentary,
Yeah.
but what's funny is that like Khan and his people really were terrible people.
Yeah.
It's like they were really bad, and they set a horror. Not to say it's fair to treat everyone else like it, but they were like they didn't just start randomly oppressing them. Like they got what was coming to him. The Khan and his group.
Yeah. Oh, there's one that definitely fits the bill. Measure of a Man.
Yes, perfect.
Measure of a Man. Man, what an episode. Oh, I love that one. Yeah, Measure of a Man. Such a great episode.
We're thinking of, we have really been mentioning, original series, Next Gen, Deep Space Nine, couple of Stranger Worlds. Can anyone think of a Voyager or... Oh, wait, okay. Voyager, Death Wish.
Death Wish, yes. Great
Trying to
episode.
decide, kind of, not the cost of a life, but like, what is, whose choice is it to end one's life?
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I don't know if I can think of an Enterprise one.
Would Tuvix count for that?
Tuvix, that's so science fiction.
It was, but it had a question. It had a question in it. Was it right to do what she done? The value of one, or in this case, two lives versus another. That kind of a thing. It did have a question in
it. That's a great point. Jimmy, I believe you're thinking of the Voyager episode where it was like that war memorial. Is that what you're thinking of? And all of them thought they fought in the battle. Memorial, yeah, memorial.
Trying to think of any others.
Enterprise, Stigma. I don't remember Stigma. Dear Doctor, I do remember that one.
Stigma's a good one. Stigma was about the whole mind melding thing.
Well, Enterprise, Terror Prime, yes. Okay, I stand corrected. Trip got pregnant. That it's called Mr. Mom. No,
I can't remember what that was called.
It's like Accident or something, or like not Accident. It's terrible. I almost said Infected. That's also terrible. Something. One of my favorite moments in that episode is where he's like on the lift in engineering, and he's like, see the handrail? It'll cut your hand right off.
I thought of one for Enterprise, but I can't remember the title of the episode.
Okay, hit me.
So, do you remember the episode where they went to a planet, and there were two species that evolved together on the planet? One was very modern and technological, and the other one was very, basic and not very well advanced. Lance is saying it's Dear Doctor. Basically, what happened was evolution was killing off the advanced race, who was looking for a way to treat this not disease, but this genetic defect that they had that was killing them off. And the Doctor realized that it's actually evolution, that's doing it, and that he shouldn't find a cure for it. That was a great episode, that one. Not ringing any bells? No?
No.
It's been too long.
Dear Doctor, man, that was season 1 Enterprise.
Was that season 1?
Yeah, it was early.
Yeah. Yeah, like that had a very powerful message in it as well, you know. Because I remember Archer saying, you know, we're not out here to play God, or he realized we're not out here to play God, to decide who lives and who dies. That was such a great episode, and Phlox wasn't sure if, well, essentially he could trust Archer to make the right decision. I really like that one.
These are all great ideas. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, when we were talking about this off the air before the show, I was like, you ain't going to be short of any suggestions. I was like, yeah, you're going to get a lot of suggestions with this one.
Now all you need to do, Phil, is to go back and rewatch the stream and watch...
I hope you've been writing these down.
I have been writing these down, actually, yes. Don't you worry.
Alright, so you had to go back and rewatch.
Because what's good is that it's like there's a lot of, not a lot of these, but like there's like they fall under several umbrellas.
Mm-hmm.
So like we were talking about DS9 and War and Memorial and Wounded and the Wounded, those are all like war themed. And then there's with the Outcast and Death Wish, like it's human rights, gender rights. There's good umbrellas for each group.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not to say like and it's not even like they're going back to the well too much.
Yeah.
Like they're all told in their own way.
Yeah, I love a Star Trek episode that really makes you think. That asks maybe a difficult question or whatever, or challenges preconceptions, or that kind. I don't know. Am I explaining myself right?
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cogenitor, really, really powerful. I would say more powerful than Dear Doctor. Because Trip just was teaching her how to read and screws all that up. Half-Life, brought down by Loxana Troy, but still great.
Mm-hmm.
Equinox, yes, putting the other life forms, putting her crew above all others. Doesn't matter how. Get home.
Ooh, there's another good one, and I can't remember the name of it. And it's Enterprise, because you were asking about Enterprise. Do you remember towards the end of season 3, when Archer went to steal the warp coil off the other ship?
Yes, and I do remember that.
And do you remember there was the whole thing of how they got raided when they first came into the Expanse, and they were saying, well, we would never do anything like that. And then in a completely different situation, Archer was like, we got to do it to save the planet. That's a good one there, I think.
So, has anybody encountered one of the side missions here on Kabali with the UI not displaying the effects on the ground? The squares you're supposed to defend?
No. Let's have...
Mallory encountered it. I hadn't encountered it until tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the capture bar progress, but you can't see the square that you're supposed to stand in.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about up at the gates.
At the gates.
At the gates up at the top there. Yeah. I noticed that a couple of weeks ago when I was here on a different character. So yeah, there is an issue with that, but I mean, we all know where it is anyway, so just stand there and you'll be fine.
Yep,
The
and it looks like all the Cabali have gotten killed.
Oh, jeez. We have failed. Wait, or did we succeed? Because it's Mirror Month. Um,
Right now, it could go either way. 50%.
it's opposite day. No, the Elysian Kingdom. That's the one. That's the storybook one, right?
Yes.
What's the one with they have to sacrifice? This is gonna sound terrible out of context. Where they sacrifice the child.
What?
Remember, like in Stranger Worlds, like their paradise planet, they have to put the child in the chair or whatever it was.
Oh, yes.
Don't remember what it was called though.
Thought you were talking about a completely different franchise there for a minute.
No, and then Pike throws a fit, rightfully so. And then the lady's like, "Well, we've done everything else, and
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I actually need to give Strange New Worlds a rewatch.
Child returns to the planet." Lift us where suffering cannot reach. The thing about Strange New Worlds, man, is like I need your titles to be like 3 words shorter. Like I don't need a soliloquy as your title of your episode.
Yeah.
See,
You're great. Everything else is great.
That is what it makes it similar to the original series.
Okay, see, yes, later original series, that's totally fair. They do. Is there no truth and beauty? Let that be your last battlefield. What are some other long ones? Okay, I do get a little verbose. They had to get their word count up. That's fair. For the world is hollow and I have touched the sky. Like what? Like that's very. It's yeah. That's a lot of words. And then you have other episodes. Arena. Where no man has gone before. Also true. Discovery episode Through the Valley of Shadows. Is that the Pavo one? Sounds like emo metalcore song titles. Great. It's a great line.
So my Lance.
See what Lance said?
You're laughing at?
Yeah.
You almost stopped watching TOS because reading the titles was almost as bad as reading a book.
Yep. That was a good one. You're on fire tonight, Lance.
He just doesn't have his partner in crime with him. I think it was last week, him and Mallory, my goodness. That was 2 weeks ago when they basically were roasting James.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I love the flaming emojis. Oh, yeah, Ken, that is a very good question. They need to make the title into a movie for you, winners. That's right. That's what it was, winners. Lance said we got James to read a question about Turkish bathhouses.
Ooh.
And then they were throwing around quotes from Airplane.
Oh, great movies.
Mm-hmm.
Call them short treks. The first Airplane movie, a little bit of Phil history, is one of the first dates my parents ever went on when they were dating.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to see the first Airplane movie. 1980, I think it was. 81, around there.
Yeah.
The season one finale of Discovery would be a good thing. Season one finale Discovery. I actually never watched the first season of Discovery. I'll have to fill me in. What happens in that one?
Mirror universe stuff, isn't it?
I think so. I think I heard that.
Oh wait, no. Mirror season one Discovery. It's the end of the Klingon War.
Right, that's it. Where Burnham has a dilemma of whether or not to blow up Kronos.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just saying, Jason Isaacs was at this most recent convention I was at, and surprisingly, well, not I mean that facetiously, but got a lot of Harry Potter questions. Not a single Star Trek question. I was disappointed.
Yeah.
And I wanted to like see the thing is like when you go to those conventions, like a little tip for anyone, like if you want to ask a question to these people, you gotta like get in line. Like as soon as they look like they're about to point the microphone, you gotta run up to that mic so you can get in line. And I would have loved to have, because he himself, I believe, is a Star Trek fan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And like both him and Anson Mount are, are I think Anson Mount's the bigger fan, but I would have loved to ask him, like, as a Star Trek fan, like, how cool is it to, like, sit in your captain's chair on the bridge of your starship?
Yeah.
Like, it's a show, like, I get it, it's a TV show, but, like, still, like, just to be in that setup, in that moment, in your uniform, just would be, what a rush that must be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if he were to come back, whether or not he makes a cameo in season 5 of Discovery or somehow in Strange New Worlds, I would be all again. Even though I didn't watch the first season, I've seen clips of it, and he was great. He was great.
Yeah, that was one of my gripes with Discovery. They started off with an incredible captain and an amazing actor, Michelle Yeoh, and then they kill her off. And then they do it again. They get an incredible actor, a fantastic captain, and they kill him off. Jason Isaacs. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like, that's not a good idea. Why are you doing it? And then they done it a third time with Anson Mount, except they didn't kill him off. But thankfully he got his own show out of that, which is turning out to be incredible. But yeah, that was just one of the gripes I had with Discovery.
It really was a revolving door of captains there for a while.
It was.
Before they jumped to the future, I was like, is this what it's going to be every season? But then they brought Michelle Yeoh back as the Emperor. At that same convention, there was, I wish I could remember the third person, but they did like a Women of Sci-Fi, and Michelle Hurd was there. She was a huge hit. She's just great in general, but she was just a huge hit at the convention.
Oh yeah.
Like her line was always long. It was her, Felicia Day, and I forget I feel like a third. Oh no, it was someone from Doctor Who, but not a lot of Star Trek at that convention. Like Star Trek fans, we saw a lot of people dressed up as Starfleet uniforms, but not a ton of actors. Granted, the cruise just happened too, so maybe they had to pick and choose.
Yeah, it's horrible going through social media with all the friends that I made, and when I went to Vegas and looking at them, on the Star Trek cruise, or things like that. It's like, the way I put it is, going to Vegas was both the best and worst thing that I ever done, because every year since, I've had to look at all the pictures and the videos that people are posting up of what they're doing with Star Trek, and getting to hang out with these people and actors and what have you. Like, oh my god.
I tell you, if not just for you, Winters and Nova, like, or anyone listening or watching, if you get a chance to do the cruise, do it. Like,
Yeah.
I did it in 2020. It was the last thing we did before COVID, and unfortunately, I got sick halfway through. It's still one of my hardest regrets, but you think it's going to be kind of. I will say that before I went on it, I felt a little kind of weirded out by it. Is the right way to do it, but it just felt strange, like a cruise, and like everyone's just like it just felt strange. But I could not have been more wrong. And one of the best memories I have of it is the ship we were on happened to have like had a cafe that had cookies and coffee at night, right? And it was at the other end of the ship from the elevators. So one night I was going down to the promenade deck to get cookies for my wife and I. And the elevator, they're glass elevators.
Yeah.
And the whole promenade deck is decorated for Star Trek. And they had a big kind of projector in the upper center of the deck. The deck's like 2 or 3 stories tall. And they would play Star Trek episodes throughout the week on it.
Oh, wow.
And I got off the elevator, and what's playing is the motion picture when Scotty and Kirk are doing the flyby, and the music is playing. So you get off the elevator, and the orchestral score is just going bananas at that point, and like you're walking amongst all these people who love what you love, and the music's just going, and it was just incredible. It was incredible. I cannot recommend that experience enough.
Yeah. That's kind of what it was like for me going to Vegas. Just everywhere you go, like you were just surrounded by Trek and Trekkies. Like, you're sitting down, chatting to a bunch of people who you just met that week, and the next thing, Robert Picardo and John Delancey walk by and like they wave at you. Like it's like, oh my god.
So it's just so you see them, and you're like oh hi, hey.
Yeah, hey, I know you. But that's one thing that I loved. Like, you're meeting all these people, and it's so easy to have a conversation, because all of a sudden it'll just be like who's your favorite first officer, and everybody starts chiming in with their favorite first officer and why they're their favorite first officer and what their favorite episode was with their first officer, and then it evolves into their favorite captain and the best show, and everybody's talking and listening and taking it all on board, and listening to all the different opinions and points of view and what have you. And yeah, it's just, oh man, it was great.
We one of the last nights on the cruise, when I was still sick, my wife went to like karaoke, or she was like walking by where there was karaoke, and she had, and this was 20 a couple years ago. Strange New Worlds hadn't come out yet. She hadn't watched Discovery, but Ethan Peck and Wilson Cruz were on the boat, and she's like watching this karaoke, and she hears like people talking next to her about like what they think of like these characters from Discovery that she never knew.
Yeah.
And she like they were like pointing at these other people, and my wife took a picture and she sent it to me. She's like, "Do you know who these people are?" And it was Ethan Peck and Wilson Cruz. And I'm like, yeah, that's Spock and Dr. Coe from Discovery, and she was like right next to them.
Oh wow!
Like, right, and she had no idea, and she would have like if I would have totally said something to her, but she was like, "No, I don't know who that is."
That's fantastic.
So was she glad that you weren't with her then?
Oh, she would have felt, because I'm her Wikipedia when it comes to these things.
Ah.
So she would have gladly answered any and all questions I could have. That Wilson Cruz, man, first of all, what a good looking man. Second of all, what a showman. Like, he is just like energetic and full of life and just like all just so great. They're all great. And and we're on a boat with each other for a week, and that is easily one of those things where you should want to do it, if that makes sense. Like, you can go to Vegas if you're like an actor and you go to Vegas, you can do a couple of panels, but then you're in Vegas. Like, on the cruise, you're like on a boat, except when you're in port for maybe 6 or 8 hours out of a day.
Yeah.
They were, one of those things is they tell us when you get on, they're like, they're here to say hello. And I'm pretty sure I've told this story, but I got to meet Jeffrey Combs and Casey Biggs at like the bar on the Lido deck or whatever it was called. And Casey Biggs, Damar is one of my favorite characters ever.
Yeah.
And when he gives that speech in that one episode about resisting and how the Cardassians, I told him, like, that's like one of my favorite moments in all of Star Trek.
Yeah.
And he was like so cool. He called it his Henry V speech, and he was like really awesome. And he's like, we're doing this show tonight. You guys should come. And he was just everyone was just super cool. Like, such a great, great atmosphere. And it's like Star Trek everywhere, like on all the TVs and like everything.
You're just immersed in it.
Just immersed in it, and just like really, and never once did it feel like too much. Like, you go into those situations and you're like, this is gonna be a lot. Like, no, it was really great and one of the most well planned Star Trek things or conventions I've ever been to. To be honest with you. Just really great. And like, we saw Brent Spiner. He was at the table next to us at breakfast at one point.
Oh, nice.
And he was just sitting there because my dad buys a lot of the art, like a lot of the signatures, and he got really friendly with the person who owned it, and she knows all the actors, right? So she can get all these signatures. And him and my mom, both my parents have had dinner with several of them before, and he was like right there. So it was like really cool moments just the whole time. I can't recommend it enough.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Are you ready to? Thank you again for everything.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing the cruise at some point. Like, Vegas is similar in some respects. Like, the entire convention is happening in the hotel / casino. So, I found it so great being under the one roof for that, where, you can leave your room, you go down onto the casino floor, and, the next thing you see a bunch of people dressed up like augments from Enterprise,
Oh, yeah.
Then you start going down onto the convention floor, and just everybody's dressed up, and you accidentally bump into Gates McFadden, and that actually happened to me. I actually bumped into Gates McFadden, and I quickly accidentally put my hands up like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And it's like, oh, that's a poor hand placement. It's like, it's okay. The funny thing is, I'd done very little at the convention. Like, I didn't go to any panels or any talks or anything like that at all. I just met people and drank and had a good time. That was it. Yeah, because Elio, he told me, like, he and a bunch of the others, like, will be down in the vendors hall, and he'd be like, anybody seen Winters? Oh, I think he finished up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So he's probably in bed.
No, it's Vegas, baby.
Go Jinx calls it Star Trek the Irish Convention.
Where is everybody located? Did you all finish up at the top?
I finished up, and apparently I actually had the quests active. So I got transported back down to the city.
I am back down in the city, and I've just done all the things. So what do you think? Do we want to announce the winners and wrap up the show, or will we do one more run up the hill? What do you think?
We should definitely announce the winner.
Yeah, we have to.
And then
Yes.
Do you want to do one more run up the hill, or do you want to wrap up the show? I suppose is what I'm asking.
see, we could. I mean, we can maybe call it an early night, but I will not be the deciding factor.
Right. Well, our current giveaway. Let's get this up and running. So this is for a bonus pool collection pack. What we wanted you to do was to type in the word live. So we'll give you 5 seconds to type in the word live into the chat. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's it. Too late. You've missed your time. If you hadn't put it in before that, you've missed your opportunity. Right, so the winner of a bonus pool collection pack is Twitch viewer Making Money with Jimmy. Wait a minute, didn't you just type live? He did. He just entered in there at the last second. Nice.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats. So Making Money with Jimmy, if you can please contact us, send a whisper or a direct message to the Priority One Twitch channel and let us know what platform you play on and what your in-game handle is. We will get that prize sent off to you at the end of the show. So basically it's like, a CXP bonus pool, a fleet credit bonus pool, a fleet mark bonus pool, a reputation bonus pool, R&D bonus pools, that kind of stuff. It's a collection of all the various bonus pools. So, well done and congrats again. Right, so our last giveaway is going to start now. And what we want you guys to do, well, I suppose I should tell you what's for. It's for 5 Lockbox Master Keys. And we would like you guys to type in the word Empire into the chat now. Type in the word Empire. Doesn't matter if you're watching on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. Type in the word Empire, and that will enter you in with the chance of winning 5 Lockbox Master Keys. So best of luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Yep.
I'm noticing a theme.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't going to be hard to figure out. I knew everyone would get it. So Nova, what do you think? Will we do one more run up the hill, or will we just wrap it up here now?
Either way, I really don't care.
Right. Well, I tell you what, we are going to wrap it up here now, and here's why.
Okay.
I'm still not 100%.
Totally fine.
And I
Ed,
really
you're ready. You're ready to crash.
Yeah.
I probably should too, because we're losing an hour tonight.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We're going
that's
on
right.
daylight savings time. Yeah, and as I said earlier, I had to get up for work at 6:00 this morning, and I generally don't get up until like 9. So yeah.
All right. Well, that concludes episode 297. Actually, it just occurred to me, we didn't talk about the 300th episode. Our 300th episode is coming up on April 6th. We are going doing a charity fundraiser for military veterans who have fallen on hard times. There's a particular charity that helps provide shelter for military veterans who don't have a roof over their heads, and they provide temporary shelter for them. We'll have more information on that in the coming weeks, but that will be happening a month from now, actually. Saturday, the 6th of April. And at the moment, we're planning on doing a 19-hour live stream covering all sorts of Trek throughout the 19 hours. Yeah, we're going to try and get a fundraiser. We're going to have loads of prizes to give away. As we reach different goals in the fundraiser, it's going to unlock more prizes. So, yeah, keep that in the back of your minds, guys. Keep an eye on our social media channels. Keep an eye on the website. Because we really, really want your help for this charity fundraiser. And we are giving away some incredible stuff. Like, there's a couple of items that if you don't have them, you're going to be like, oh my god, I can't believe they're giving away this.
Yeah, there's a couple of items where I would be saying, here, Winters, take my pips for the next month. I'll see you later.
Yep, there you go. So anyway, yeah, before we go, here's a glimpse for next week's show. There actually won't be a show next week. We are off the air for the St. Patrick's Day weekend. So in 2 weeks, Tony will ascend to the Imperial throne with Lance and Selleck. As with every show, we'll be talking about the latest news from Star Trek Online and the Priority 1 Empire. But before you go forth to another adventure zone for dilithium marks and unmitigated violence in our name.
You may request an audience with one of our leaders by joining the Priority 1 chat channel in-game. Simply type /channel_join space Priority 1, that's all one word, into the in-game chat box and then hit the enter key.
If bloodshed, conquest, and utter subjugation of the galaxy sounds like your cup of coffee, then swear fealty to the Priority 1 Empire today at PriorityOneArmada.com. We have Terran and subjugated fleets on Xbox and PC. Remember, you're either with us or beneath us.
Our merch store is back, so come check out our Armada-themed goodies. From t-shirts to towels, cups to caps, and even pillows can be yours if you follow the link on our website or Twitch page. For the Empire.
This episode of Priority 1 Empire Live is brought to you by our loyal patrons through patreon.com. Find out about the thank you packages we offer for each tier and add your support at patreon.com/Priority 1 Armada. It's your support that makes our galactic conquest inevitable.
And speaking of Patreon, a special thanks to our Patreon supporters like Wily Coyote, Sayar, Ken, Teacher Guy, and Amergen.
The Emperor commands your presence for every episode of Priority 1 Empire Live, and you don't want to disappoint the Emperor. He is right here, people. Follow our various channels on Twitch, Twitter /X, Facebook, and YouTube. You never know when we'll have another execution. That's terrible. Just kidding. We're always having executions. Jeez.
All right, so before we wrap up here or finish up, we're going to announce the winner of our last giveaway. This is for 5 Lockbox Master Keys. We wanted you to type in the word Empire. So I'll give you 5 seconds on that now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. If you didn't type in the word Empire, you have missed your opportunity. And I'm very, very sorry. So anyway,
no, you're not really sorry, are you, winners?
It makes no difference to me one way or the other, so I don't care.
I mean, you're the Emperor. Why would you be apologizing?
Exactly. So the winner of 5 Lockbox Master Keys is to which viewer? Arch Jason. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
If you can please contact us, send a whisper or a private message directly to the Priority 1 Twitch channel and let us know, number 1, what platform you play on, and number 2, what your in-game @ handle is. We'll get that prize sent off to you at the end of the show. So well done and congrats again. Before we go, we would like to say thanks to our artist Jason Smith, thanks to our community manager James, and our in-game advertiser Jesse. We would also like to say a very special thank you to our co-hosts Nova and Phil for joining me this week. You will live to see another week, I think. And finally, of course...
You think?
I think. We're not sure yet. The jury's out.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
And finally, of course, a big thanks to you guys, the viewers. Because without you, none of this will be possible. So until next week, strike first, strike hard, and leave no survivors. Long live the Empire!
Long live the Empire.
Long live the Empire.